guys, it's your boy llJaws, and welcome to another video. But this is actually the updated version to the previous vid I did 5 days ago, which is called, you know, the one you watched, the drag racing guide, launching guide, all the other stuff. This is the updated version to that video because I learned so much in the past week just testing a lot of cars, testing launches, watching people's live streams, Bam, Lazy, Garrett, Bash, analyzing all what they do, and I find out more than I ever before. But I have set video clips of all the cars and all the launches that I missed last vid, and this is pretty much the ending of that this guide, of the last guide right here. This is just the updated version of it, and this is the end because I'll be showing you all the rest of the launches in this vid. So what you want to do is want to get that needle. Every car will be different, guys. So you want that needle down on the bottom right to be as high as possible on each launch. Each launch you try in a different car, that needle will go up, and you must get that needle as high as possible to that red line, as much as dang you can please possible. This is what I mean. If you launch, you must get the needle to about like right here, somewhere around here, to like all the way down here, man. Right where that needle was, you need to, on every launch, you need to find a launch that gives that needle as high as possible. So the best launches for this car on one gear, fully rev, dead start pop, and others. So the launches I'm going to show you in this vid, on all the video clips here, all the launches I will show you in this video clips will be the rest of the launches that I'll do. So first you got the dead start pop launch. This is pretty much a launch where you have to pop the car instead of no popping it, which I'll cover later. Pretty much that's what popping is. That's what the pop is. And you gotta shift directly when you hit that pop. And some of them you gotta let it bounce a couple of times in order to shift to second gear. For this thing, you gotta just, as you see there, it went to the highest RPM possible from dead start, which gave me, so that's why this launch right here is one of the best launches for this car, and that's how I figured out it's one of the best launches. Well, kind of figured out way before. So that is the dead start no pop launch, and this is kind of like the updated version to the dead start I covered last guide vid. Pretty much what you want to do, there's a pop and there's a no pop dead start. You pretty much want to get that needle as high as possible. Some cars require a no pop to get the needle as high as possible on speedometer, and some of them require a pop to get the highest on the speedometer. Like this box body here, it requires a pop that I just showed you guys. So I want to show you the no pop version on the Ford GT now. So that was the no pop launch on the dead start. It works for most cars. You just want to get that needle as high as possible. It works better with the Ford GT, as I showed you. Of course, try other cars, try all the launches, of course, see what gets the highest needle. And some dead starts require a bounce or 2 bounces, or even 3 bounces to shift to 2 gear. Remember that. Alright. After I showed you the version of the dead start, we're going to the other launch. The other launch is called a bounce launch. The bounce pop launches are pretty much for 1 gear. Dead start can be for most cars, and 2 gear for most cars that rev fast. So what you want to do is you want to rev your car up. This is probably one of the most used launches by advanced players like Bam or Bash. They will use this launch a lot, man. from first gear. It could be from first gear because that's the best one. They will use this launch a lot, and it actually launches you pretty far, man. It's probably one of the better launches in the game. That's why Bam beats a lot of people, because he uses his launch a lot and kills a lot of people because he just launches so good with the car from this launch. So, what you want to do is you want to rev your car all the way up from, you know, dead start. Well, not dead start. 1 gear, 2 gear. I'm going to rev it all the way up. And you want to time it where you want to time it and shift where you get the highest needle as possible. So, with this car, it's like 2 seconds or 1.5 seconds. Let me see if I can get it here. There you go. See, it got me like 6,200 on the needle. But you're sure you can get the highest one if you time it right. Alright, now, let me show you 3 versions of the bounce in each car, in 3 cars. The Ford Focus, the Nissan 180, and the R32. Alright guys, so you got all of that? That is the Ford Focus, Nissan 180, and the R32. All different versions of the bounce launch. So, the next launch we're going to go over is the last launch that I'm going to show you for Drag Racing Guide on Need for Speed Heat. And it's called the 1 rev all the way up launch. It's pretty much the same exact launch. The same exact launch as the bounce, but it does not bounce off the red line. It does not bounce off the line. It usually works for 4 speed and 5 speed cars. Alright? It works for 4 and 5 speed cars, or 6. Whoever revs the slowest, whoever car revs slower, will get this nice start. So I'm going to show you, actually, pretty much you want to rev it up, do it like that. But this car bounces a lot, so you do not. So this car is not really right for this launch. But I'm going to show you actually the Honda Civic in 4th gear, 1 gear full rev without it bouncing. So you got that, guys? All the way up in 1 gear. So yeah, this is pretty much a quick updated vid on the drag tutorial. That is every launch in the game. I showed every single launch in this game, I think, and I showed everything you need to know. Every single launch, every the drag racing guide. So smash that like button, subscribe button. Do you think these 2 vids rock? Because I showed you every launch in the game. Everyone's secrets. So I'm sorry, Bash and Bam, everyone who is advanced, but whoever watches this vid are going to get better, and I want to see better drag racing, and we'll see monsters like me coming up and beating you guys to the dust. I don't know though, we'll just have to see. But I hope you all enjoyed this vid. This is llJaws, and I'll probably making drag builds soon. I don't know, it depends. And yeah, it's your boy llJaws. Peace the freak out, boys.